Hi, Steve.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, there's this bandwagon running by the podcast. Shall we jump on it?
Oh my God. Yes, please. Hello and welcome to Two Guys Talking About Records. And not just records, but that bandwagon. That bandwagon that is sweeping the vinyl community called, Record Store Day Black Friday list. There you go.
It's
So, yes, you get another of the 1,000 videos, but here's the thing. Ours is better than
There
the
you
rest
go.
of them
That has
because
special insight because you are,
because I am Steve, a record collector,
and I'm
and
Jim, and
you.
I'm Jim, and I own a record store. So a very unique insight into these because I can actually, if I find my list that I didn't open up here ahead of time, and I'll do this while you're covering your pickups, we can actually get into and talk about pricing on some of these things too.
Ah, oh,
How's that sound?
yay. I, it doesn't matter. I don't know. Sometimes, Jim, I know you give me those prices. It just doesn't. Oh, yeah, just get to me
You know,
anyway.
and that's an interesting point because sometimes with these special events, it may not matter unless it's tremendously obscene in pricing. But I
Yeah.
think that they're doing a good job with some of this stuff. First
Yeah.
impressions of the list, and this is truly a fresh impression because I have been so busy this week with another artist's massive release that's causing a little bit of a headache that I've only had a chance to peruse the Record Store Day Black Friday list that came out on Thursday. So
Yeah.
we'll give it a good once over, and my eyes will be as fresh as possible. How's that?
Yep. And my first impression is, who the hell's that person?
Wait a minute. And why are there so many live albums?
Where's the picture disc? Damn it!
Was there a Dio picture disc this time?
No,
Oh,
I think they've tapped out, and I
sorry,
didn't see a
folks.
cure either.
I'm going to call. We're capping this. The episode's over. We got to go. I'm going to need time to
No.
recover from this.
Oh Lord.
Before we get to this too, I do have a follow up. I won't call it a rant. We'll just call it a follow up continuation of the rant from last week's regarding the whole Taylor Swift thing. Because if you can believe it, Steve, it got even. I don't want to say worse. It just got more typical for indie record stores everywhere as we hit the
So
release date.
so Jim's becoming a curmudgeon. So
Get off my turntable lawn.
that's right.
So we'll get to all of that here coming up in just a little bit. But as we do each and every week, let's cover some of our more recent pickups. Some of the things that we brought into our collection, even though we really probably didn't need them. Is that a good way to say it?
Yeah, I think that's basically it, Jim.
That's how
Yeah.
it rolls. Well, how did you do this week? Mine's light, actually, so I'm okay.
Well, don't you worry. I'll fill up some time for you. Uh, so I had posted a video the other just earlier in the week, or it would have been last week, on a box set, Jesus and Mary Chain.
Yep.
It's the 40th anniversary of Psycho Candy, and it's from Third Man Records. I didn't know even what Third Man Records was sending out. Maybe they tell us. I don't know. I just might delete all my freaking emails. I'm not sure. But I saw it on a guy in the UK. A guy in the UK had it before me. He's unboxing. He goes, "It's this. It's a Psycho Candy 40th anniversary." I go, "What? No way." And so I have been so excited because this is one of my all-time favorite albums. And so the album itself, it's a 2 LP. It comes 45 RPM. Nice pictures. And then it does send, it's a 2 LP live set from Detroit, Jim.
Oh, cool. Well, hence the
Uh,
third man, right? That's the
yep,
third man
St.
connection.
Exactly. St. Andrew's Hall, November 20th, 1987.
That's an older
Were
one
you
too.
there?
St. Andrews Hall is just it's a great venue. I saw They Might Be Giants there most recently, and probably some stuff back in the 80s and 90s that I don't really remember. But
Yeah.
so, great venue, historic venue.
But you did not see the Jesus and Mary chain
I
there?
did not.
Oh man,
Sorry.
dang. Yeah, but you could have listened for your voice screaming.
Woo!
Very good. This sounds excellent. Really excited. There's a number of third man records. I get kind of whatever. This was, I'm totally thrilled, over the top.
And
So
that's
very good.
that's one of the vault releases, right? So that was part of you
Yes,
doing
it's a
that.
vault release.
Gotcha.
Exactly. Goes for people are asking a lot of money for it.
Wow, of course.
Then I recently bought Mark Lanigan's band, and it's called Gargoyles. This came out in 2017, and I really, of course, Screaming Trees, all that. Mark Lanigan did a lot with Naomi Campbell. He did some records on white vinyl. This sounds really good. It must have been getting toward the end of his life. I can't remember when he died, but it wasn't that far after this.
Yeah.
But he has such a great voice. I really enjoy his singing, not so much in Screaming Trees, but more of his solo work and the duets he's done. I just think it's highlighted his voice better. So this was neat to see. And I was here is the Corettes. They're out the female. They're a married couple. The female's from Brazil. The gentleman's from Denmark. And they have the Corettes. It's just one of these two-piece garage rock bands. There are so many great two-piece garage rock bands out there right now. Amazing. This is a Japanese press that came out. And it's called An Introduction to the Fabulous Corettes, Boom Dynamite. And what it does is it takes songs from their first three albums and puts it all together on here. So greatest hits, the first three albums that had no hits. But if they did have hits, these would have been the ones. I'm a big fan of the Corettes, so I was excited to see that and, picked it up. It sounds great.
And garage band, you say, eh?
Hey,
We
yes,
did.
another garage band. That we'd have to go into the garage band of the modern era.
Yep, and we did get some comments asking for that. So kind of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
follow up to the 60s.
I saw the 80s was big. People want to see it, but the 80s was fantastic for
Oh yeah,
garage
heck yeah.
bands. Delastar put out an album. This is the Fuzz Club record of the month, and this is their second album. Their first one was last year was the Fuzz Club record of the month. Post rock, indie, kind of. There's some shoegaze in there. Just a nice mix. Good stuff. I like this group. It's not like my favorite group, but I do like what they put out. And this one is called Fuzz Club Sessions number 21. So hence the 21 on there, I guess. Delastar. So pretty good. Then on a whim, so I was doing this shoegaze thing, and one of the modern shoegaze. I talked about a band called the Temples, and the Temples had put out one album that was incredibly good, and then they just went to pot. I thought, but their newest album, I listened to some samples. This came out in 2023 from the Temples, and it was really good. It was a good rocking album, and the Temples are out of the UK. And Temples, let's see, what was it called? Sun Structures, I believe, was the name of their first album. And it's just outstanding album for Psych. But this is a great rocking album. It's called from the Temples called Exotico. Exotico. Good stuff on there. 2-album set. And so I just thought, okay, let me give Temples a try because I've really poo-pooed them after that one. So, but I pulled up some samples and I liked it a lot.
Good.
But also after doing that modern psych video, one of the groups I really like is Coastal County. And it's instrumental psych, kind of almost a little more ambient type. But I mean, the first album was wonderful. I saw then suddenly they put out a second album. I did not know that. And that came out this year out of the UK. So really, you don't see a lot of their music here in the US, but Coastal County, it's instrumental and beautiful sounding stuff.
Would you put that up there with put that up there with some of Michael Christensen's psych-ish?
Yeah,
Good.
it's going to be in kind of with that a little bit more ambient, I think at times, but yeah, just beautiful, chilling, kind of relaxing
Cool.
music.
Chill out,
Really, really
man.
neat. Yeah, yep. So that's my pickups for this week, Jim.
All righty. Well, hopefully we can find those in there. As mentioned, I'm a little bit lighter this week. I filled in a couple of holes, some common holes in the collection. And this is, I think that if I think back to the late 80s, early 90s, I think I had my roommate in college, I've known forever and a half, had this album. And that's why I thought I may have had it. And that's Santana's Marathon. It's just a really good mid level, by mid time, I guess, mid level, but mid career Santana album, where
Hmm.
he's getting a little bit more rocky, a little poppy on here, but Marathon and Mellow, you know that I love you, but all I ever wanted is just a great rocker with the signature Santana sound on there.
Sure.
So I've got a few Santana albums. It's one of those artists for me that you would think a greatest hits would do, but actually I think just a couple of specific albums do it for me, and
Yeah.
then this is one of them.
For me, Santana, first four albums I really, really like. Then they kind of lost me. Greatest hits. I mean, that was the first Santana I ever had was greatest hits. They introduced me to them. But
Well, this is 1979, so it's that later 70s as he's almost bridging into the poppy 80s ish
yeah,
sound. But I guess if we did an episode a long time back about getting an album for one song and whether or not you end up liking the rest of the album, this is the case. But I was familiar with this album ahead of time because the
yeah.
roommate had it. But All I Ever Want is just a great tune, and then I kick into some of the other ones, and I really do enjoy that. That's one of the Santana albums I dig. And then secondly, I also have a thing for Canadian three-piece rock outfits, right?
Yeah.
So I picked up another Triumph album. This is Never Surrender. Um, these guys are just a great 80s rock band, classic rock if you want to refer to it now as that. But this has got Never Surrender as the big one on here, and then some other stuff. But it's just a good solid album all the way through. And I do like Play the Game, some of the older Triumph stuff. This one was I'm trying to remember here, 1983. So again, you're talking mid to late career for Triumph in this. So
I've never listened to Triumph. I couldn't whistle or hum a single song. I don't
wow.
know. I know the name, but in the hard rock genre, I never really jumped into.
Yeah, maybe at the time they were considered hard rock, but I don't really think of them as a hard rock band. If we refer now to back then it was rock, but I guess we would just call it the classic or AOR, album oriented rock sound
Yeah.
of that era. But the good news is, Steve, is that you can always check out the playlist that we'll put together where we some of these things that we talk about we'll put on the playlist, so you can listen to Triumph.
Well, that's fantastic because, I've never listened to a track. I wouldn't know if they slapped me in the head. So now I'll know.
And
Excellent.
you know exactly where to find that playlist, right?
I've heard it's on Facebook or even in the description on YouTube.
Yep.
That's what rumor has.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll put together
It's
that
Spotify.
Spotify. Yep, that Spotify playlist, so you folks can check out some of the music that we talk about. And as Steve mentioned, it is in the description. I think it's over here. You click on that on the YouTube description. It's in there, a link. It's in the Spotify description as well. And yeah, we do put it up on the Facebook page when I remember to do it ahead of time. So, but yeah, look for that. And I don't know how it's going to work with us putting in stuff from the upcoming RSD list. If I find something, maybe I will put it in there if it's a reissue.
Sure.
We'll extend that list a little bit beyond some ambient and Santana and Jesus and Mary Chain
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
So one thing that I'm pretty sure is going to be there in the playlist when I put it together, Steve, is Taylor Swift. All right,
Yay.
last week I went on a little bit of a rant. We talked about how indie stores like mine were hamstrung in the announcement of the Taylor Swift album, Life of a Showgirl, I think is what it's called. And I went off a little bit on that, and no apologies on this side because it is what it is. They make the rules. It's her world. We're just lucky to be able to exist in it along with her
Yeah.
at times.
And Kelsey.
Yeah, and Kelsey. And so I'm going to continue that rant because not only did they hamstring us with the announcement, so we couldn't take pre-orders while Target was allowed to take pre-orders, while the big box Target was allowed to take pre-orders, we were not until they had a full weekend to rail through that. And I guess you said you saw a commercial for Target advertising that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure did.
Okay, then they're really riding that, and they're trying to recoup their investment. All right, you ready for part 2 of the rant?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm
So
all ears.
this dropped. Okay, so the album released on Friday. Her brand new album released on Friday. Typically for a store like ours, and I think I've talked about how we get our new vinyl releases. We pick them up because I'm not a major store. I can't buy directly from a label. We get them from places called one-stops, meaning that they're a distributor. And I work with 2 separate distributors, the 2 biggest ones in the country, by the way, where I kind of back and forth and I get a little from each to make sure that we get the releases on release day. Typically, I get like a 2 or 3 day ship sometimes. So my new releases and all of the new vinyl that I order shows up either on Wednesday or Thursday, which gives me that day or 2 lead time to get everything, put into inventory, checked in, get them priced, make sure it's all good to go. Because you need a little bit of that time, especially in an outfit like me, in the army of employees that we have that we have here helping out at Radio Wasteland. Just me. So this time around, though, instead of, I think I did this, I mentioned with this last Sabrina Carpenter, they called it a high security release where they shipped it so it would show up the day before so nobody would try selling it early. Well, Taylor Swift has outdone that with this particular one because we got a notice from our distributors saying that the album would not be shipped to independent record stores until a Friday arrival. So that meant that I didn't get it a day or 2 early. Nobody in the independent record store scheme of things got it a day or 2 early. It arrives on Friday. So for me, my UPS doesn't show up until 1 or 2 in the afternoon. The store opens at 11. You do the math. If there are people here that want to get something that releases on a Friday and they want it right away, they have to get it right away at 11 o'clock, except not this time. It didn't show up until 1 or 2 in the afternoon to get there. So I've had to let all of our folks know that it was going to be a little bit later. I only had 4 pre-orders for it, but everybody else that wanted to pick it up right then and there would have to wait until it showed up. And again, it wasn't just me. This happened to every single independent record store in the country.
But when Target opens their door at 8 o'clock,
oh no,
they'll have a big display up front.
Midnight.
Oh,
they are allowed to start selling. As part of this, they begin selling the Taylor Swift album at midnight on Thursday into Friday. So while all of the other record stores, the indie stores in the country, have to wait until their Friday delivery time, whether it be 8 a.m. in the morning, somebody might be cool with that, or like me, 1 or 2 in the afternoon, they have to wait until that delivery comes in. And then there's the lag time of getting it out, getting it priced, getting it inventoried. There is a really cool record store in Green Bay, Wisconsin called Rock and Roll Land. I've stopped in there, and my daughter lives not too far from Green Bay, and I've been to Green Bay several times. Cool town. Go Pack, eh? I know it's blasphemy, right? If I ever say that.
Yeah. Jiminy crickets.
But not so much anymore. But the real cool record store called Rock and Roll Land, they had planned on a midnight opening and listening party. These are the cool things that indie stores do to connect with their customers and really kind of bring the artists closer to their customers. They have listening parties. I've had a couple here for advanced releases. So Rock and Roll Land, I know, had planned on a midnight release party, listening party, and sale. They had to cancel that because they're not getting theirs until their Friday shipment. So even a big record store like that is getting hosed over by Republic Records. It is Republic Records, by the way. I'm going to name and shame on them. Not just Taylor Swift Incorporated alone, but Republic Records that has made this decision.
Sure. Well, and no doubt Target, when they did that contract, listen, we're going to give you this much money, but here's the stipulations we want to have, so they recoup, because you don't make a lot of money off new albums.
Nope.
And Target's not going to make a lot of money off it. So Yeah.
Well, and the other
Okay.
thing too, and we've talked about this, I think, in past episodes about the big box stores that carry vinyl. It's not about them selling records. It's about coming in to get that record and on your way out picking up groceries or the impulse buys at the cash
Yeah.
registers. So it's all
Yep.
about that. Whereas a record store like this or any of the other indies, it's about the music. So now, in the
Hmm.
grand scheme of things, does this affect me a great deal here at the store? No. I think as I mentioned, I had 4 pre-orders, and I think I may have had an extra 10 to 15 copies come in just for regular sales, but that'll be enough to carry me through the holiday season. So, out of the gajillion, million, billion albums of Taylor Swift's new release being sold, do my 15 to 20 of them make a spit of difference? Not
Nope.
at all.
Yeah.
But sometimes you
I
got to say it's the principle of the thing.
yeah. To me, I think what I worry the most with you right now because of all this happening is you are not going to be invited to her wedding. You've bitched too much and you're not going to get an invite.
Well,
Now, I'm holding out for mine, but
yep.
you forget it. You're not going now, Jim.
So you don't
You've
even
messed
want to see
up.
this because I hemmed and hawed how to announce this on our social media when the news broke, that we weren't going to have it until I thought about writing this great big rant like I just did. This is what the podcast is for. I get to rant. And Kim said, no, just so what I do is I'm going to let my memes do the talking. So along with my announcement to everybody saying that the Swift release was going to be delayed until midday, I tossed a meme out there just because that I created. So if you've not seen these before, there's all sorts of Taylor Swift memes about her taking a private jet to go get a drink of water or to run down to the corner store. So here's one where Taylor is delivering copies of her new album to the indie record stores. Now, this isn't too far out because if you think about this, Steve, if you really want to be, I don't know, conscientious about the environment, and goodness knows that I'm not, I'm a conservationist, I guess, but whatever. You would think that if you're going to deliver these things, you're going to deliver them with all the other records that are coming to a record store anyway. But in this case,
Mhm.
it's got to be a special, separate delivery that is rushed overnight. So that means jets delivering them overnight, trucks delivering specific and separate deliveries to every single record store, indie record store in the country for this album and this album alone. So
Well, she has the power to and control commerce. She can do that. She can
true.
control all of that.
She
Don't
can do.
you forget anything else, folks. Amazon, they don't have time for anything else you're going to order. There's going to be Taylor Swift's coming out and everything. And yeah,
Well, that's the Taylor Swift
power that
effect
beats.
that affects pressings also.
Yeah.
Everything's been late. A lot of stuff has been late and delayed over the past. The Rocktober stuff, I think, I can't prove
Hmm.
it, but I'm sure that has come into play with the rushing of this album to get it done. So
Sure. Yep.
either way,
Did be wrong.
if I don't get to go to the wedding, Steve, will you at least grab me a centerpiece?
I will. I'll take some pictures for you and show
Thanks.
you me and her kind of doing our hangout thing. So, yep,
Much appreciated.
no problem.
I'm not going to be butthurt over it. How's that?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know what has not been delayed, and this is just the kind of a week that it has been here at the store, because on top of the whole Taylor Swift and trying to get everybody reined in about saying you got to wait till the midday to pick your copy up, and the whole big box store, out pops the Record Store Day Black Friday 2025 list. Da, 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 da. And
Yep.
you said that I haven't had a chance really. It's been busy enough, but you said there's already a ton of videos responding to this out there.
Yeah, man, I'm telling it's just like boom. Oh my God, get them out there. And so myself, I will eventually put one out, but I have to study this. I have to listen to it. I have to really decide what I really like because there's always those little sleepers that right now I'll breeze through. I don't even know about them. And then you go, wow, that's good.
And that's always the case, because even here too, in the busy side of things, I get the list, and I see the recordstoreday.com webpage where you can go through and look at stuff. But I also have the benefit of having my order sheets come in from the distributors saying, here's a few more details about what it is, and as far as the numbers of pressings go. And So that helps a great deal, but that way I can help decide and we get that out there on pricing too. So record store day for the uninitiated. I'm sure everybody who watches our silly little podcast, Steve, knows what it's about. But just in case there's a straggler out there that happened across us because they somehow are looking for some news on Taylor Swift and they're upset at me. Record Store Day is a celebration of independent record stores. You know, the backbone of the music industry, right? We're the ones that sell the stuff. And so twice a year, once in April and this one coming up on Black Friday, we get a whole slew of exclusive releases that not even the Swift empire can touch unless she releases one, which this time we're avoiding it, luckily.
Yeah.
So first impression, Steve, let me call the list up here and let's dive into this because I'm coming in a little cold and I need to catch up. But here is the Record Store Day website. And if you just go to recordstoreday.com and look for that link for the Black Friday list, you get a PDF and or an interactive web version of that. So how about we just kind of go through this A to Z if you'd like for a little bit and pick out some of the highlights and things that we're excited about. And I can give you some pricing on stuff here and there as well.
Okay. Well, somehow we're going to milk Take On Me by Aha. Now comes out as an EP.
Steve, that cow is dry. I'm sorry to say, I know we're upsetting a couple of Aha fans out there. I did see that because it's right at the top of the list, right?
Yep. They're going, let's do it again. Let's do this. And
40th anniversary of this on red vinyl.
I guess.
I'm looking at this here. 3,000 of that being pressed.
It'll be a Zoetrope.
Next year, a Zoetrope version. Careful what you wish for. If you're curious, let me just, while I'm working on that, we'll call this up here. Sorry, I have to look at my stuff while I'm looking at the other one. The Aha, the retail price at least is $25 on that. So that's not bad, right?
That's an EP. Yeah.
Oh, is it an EP?
Yeah, it's
it is an EP. It's not okay.
Yeah,
I see that now. It's a 12-inch EP. Okay, with the 84. So that's even okay. It's not a box set. Holy cow! I'm looking at the track list, Steve.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versions of Take On Me.
That's what I was just going to say. We have the reggae mix. We have the electronic mix, the dub mix. It's like.
Single version, symphonic version, acoustic version, MTV Unplugged version, live version.
But no reggae?
No reggae. Sorry, Steve.
Well, forget it then. All right. But you know what? For those that like it, get it because I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. But there's only so many times you can listen to it. I mean, I like the song, but egads. Hey, all right. I'm wondering about this. I'm not going to get Albert Ayler and Don Cherry, you know, the kings of free jazz. I think Ayler, I'm sorry, I think it's Aylers. Is that how you say it? Albert Ayler? You had one of his albums that we listened to and we kind of scratched our head once, but he has a 4-album box set coming out, Europe 1964. And I actually know a number of guys that would be really excited about that. I'm not one of them.
Yep. This is just looking like 1,250 copies, but this is an RSD first, which means that it is going to be repressed again. Let's see the list price on that one, Steve, $125 for that 4 LP box set from Ayler and Don Cherry. Okay.
One that grabbed my attention. I mean, the band has Jericho that's coming out. B-52 says Wild Planet. A picture disc, yay!
Of the B-52s.
Wild Planet. Yes.
You know, Wild Planet is a great album. Let me see if I can find that here. I'm looking at. Let me go up. Here it is. The B-52s. It's a good album. It's not their best album in my private Idaho opinion. But Strobe Light's a cool song. Dirty Back Road. They're a good song. So, but yeah, picture disc. I wonder if they did the. Did they do the Yellow Album as a picture disc recently? I'm trying to remember now.
I don't remember that coming out as a picture disc.
5,000 on that RSD exclusive. The retail price is going to be $28 ish.
Okay. That's about right. All right, here's one that I found very interesting to see on here. Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Sister Sweetly. I remember that I had that CD back in the 90s, one of those that just wasn't on vinyl. And they're putting this. This is a very good Big Head Todd and the Monsters. They're kind of a jam band.
Yep.
And yeah,
Let
that
me
one
find it
I'm
here.
very interested in.
$37. Looks like it's limited to 3,000 copies, and it's an RSD first.
Ah, 37
So,
bucks.
yeah.
Jeez, sweet.
Is it a? It's just a single LP, I believe. Also.
Yeah, it is just a single LP.
Huh.
Wowzers.
Okay.
And
Then.
guess what? There won't be a booklet, and they're just going to give you a plain white sleeve.
Sorry.
All right. Okay, the big one. Bluey.
Yeah.
We got Bluey Zoetrope 2 LP set. I got grandkids. All right. What's that going to cost me?
There has been a Bluey release, I think, a couple of different 7-inches over the past few record store days and Black Fridays.
Yeah.
The first one was a tremendously hot seller. I think they underestimated, what it was going to be.
The one I didn't get.
The second one was they were all over the place, so it took quite a while. Zoetrope is the animated picture disc. Looks like the cost on that, Steve, double LP, you say? Or no, is it single?
Double LP.
2 LP. List price on the Bluey picture disc coming in at $39, $38.98.
Well, Big Head Todd's for one. That one's only and that one's 37. Yeah. All right, that's not bad.
Here's the thing. This is going to be a tough one because the numbers are down. It looks like 4,500, and it is a record store day exclusive. So that's going to be a tough get, I think, for stores if they're limited that much.
Well, I think probably. I mean, at that price, okay.
You never know.
How about
one big one here that while we're right next to it is Benson Boone. I guess he's fairly hot right now. Looks like there's a lot of these coming. We've had a few go in store here of his other albums. Looks like this is an EP on Pulse, the Benson Boone.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a 12-inch of a colored vinyl EP. It looks like $30 for a 12-inch with a couple of songs on it. So you got to be a big Benson Boone fan.
What? This is Eric Carr from Kiss, not one, but two.
Rockology, the liquid vinyl numbered edition, and Unfinished Business, the liquid vinyl. So let's see what that means. These are limited focus runs. Let's see. Member of Kiss until cancer. Rustic Orange Persona of the Fox was a Kiss fan favorite. Rockology features former Kiss tracks, packages. Liquid vinyl. So what does that mean? This record pressed on liquid vinyl for the first and only time, limited to 500 pieces. A must-have for fans. So
that ought to get them excited.
What exactly does liquid vinyl mean? Let me see if it says. Nope. My description is the exact same as that description. So
I wonder,
orange,
like that one album I bought. Hold on.
My guess is, Steve, is that that's going to be liquid-filled vinyl. I can't say that for certain, but it looks like that is going to be a liquid-filled type of vinyl thing for Eric Carr.
I thought I had one sitting right out, but I don't. I don't show it. But yeah, that would be my guess.
So both of those, Eric Carr from Kiss and the Rockology, and Unfinished Business. Yeah, that's going to be a liquid vinyl filled, is my guess. 4,000 on the second one. So the first one is 500. The second one is a limited regional, but there's 4,000 of them. So that first Carr is going to be the tough one to get a hold of. Eric Carr from Kiss, the solo-ish album, if you will.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There was a big one. Okay, I'm sorry.
Alice Cooper is welcome to my nightmare. A lot of people would probably get excited about that.
Yeah, the Cooper stuff is usually a good draw. This is an RSD exclusive 3,500. Oh, the Eric Carr. I forgot to tell you how much those were. Are you ready for this? Let me go back to Eric Carr and call these up.
Does it cost more than Big Head Todd and the Monster?
Just a little bit, Steve. The suggested retail price for the Eric Carr liquid vinyl the one that there's 500 of,
Yeah.
$99.98. So $100 record store day record from Eric Carr. Liquid vinyl numbered. The other one is also $99.98. $100 as well.
Well, now does that make sense? We got this one that's limited, same price as the other one. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
But
it'll be the aftermarket.
can you want to make some guesses now? We'll revisit this after Black Friday, but I imagine that's going to be up in the healthy triple digits in the aftermarket with the
I think
flippers.
so. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I agree. I agree. That's one to watch.
It is one to watch because it's going to be in demand with only 500 copies and selling for $100. So not every record store, there's over 500 record stores, so not everybody's going to get it.
We you know what we should just do an episode revisiting Record Store Day a month later,
just to see what's left. Yep.
Or to see what they went for, or what happened, or did they crash and burn?
Yep.
Like Bluey did.
Yes, Bluey did. Let's see here. One of the other ones, the Chapel Roan. That must be, I'm trying to figure out where Chapel Roan is here. That's going to be another big one.
You did say the Dead Milkman, Big Lizard in My Backyard.
I'm working my way there, but yeah, we'll get to the Chapel Roan in the R, I guess. They've got it listed under C on my sheet.
Yeah, see, Cooper, you're jumping.
I'm jumping. Alice Cooper looks like it's coming in at $35, double LP, limited 50th anniversary of Welcome to My Nightmare. That's got no more Mr. Nice Guy on it. $1 Billion Babies.
He'll probably have his other hits too, since it's a live album.
You know what? No, this is a live show. Okay, you're right. It's a live show recorded in 1975. So yes, it does have all of his hits. I'm looking at that now, and it is a live one. My correction. Thank you. $35, not too bad. Okay, Dead Milkman, you say?
Big Lizard in My Backyard.
Big Lizard. Now they've done a few of these Dead Milkman releases. Metaphysical Graffiti. I've got that one. This is a great Dead Milkman album. Of course,
it is.
It is the one that has got Big Lizard in My Backyard and Beach Song on there, VFW, which I can't say on here. And of course, Bitchin' Camaro, the pinnacle of college radio punk rock in the 80s.
Yep.
So this has been expanded. They've got some extra stuff on here. What did they expand it to? Let's see. In addition to the newly remastered album pressed on green vinyl, this 40th anniversary edition includes a second disc of never before heard straight off of the original 8-track alternate takes of 10 classics. That one's pressed on yellow vinyl. Also included is a brand new custom windowed die-cut lenticular cover featuring updated artwork by Dean Clean, a gatefold layout of take sheets, photos, and posters, and a QR code digital download coming to record stores for Black Friday. This is a limited run regional focus. Holy crud, there's only 500 of them, Steve.
Wow.
This is on my want list, but I've got to be a good record store owner and make sure other people get theirs first.
Yeah.
$60 is the suggested list price for that Dead Milk.
Wow. Right above it was that. Right above is Miles Davis Light Plugged Nickel. That's a 2 LP set. I actually have a big box set of just those concerts, but this is a nice. They were very good concerts. They were like from the mid '60s when Miles Davis had that super group going.
Yep. Let's see. That one is 5,900 copies. RSD exclusive. Shouldn't be a difficult one to get a hold of. $31 suggested retail price.
Wow. For 2 LP.
Not too bad.
No, that's really good. Okay.
Let's see. Phil Collins, 12 inches, 3,500. Those looks like it's just a collection of Phil Collins singles. Extended remixes, special mixes and such. Extended remixes of One More Night, Don't Lose My Number, Su Studio, and Take Me Home.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Delectron 3030, I pulled them up just to see what that was. And electronic music.
Okay.
But
I'm familiar with that. 3,000 RSD exclusive. They've got a cassette version of that. $37 for the double LP vinyl and $20 for the cassette. Stop trying to make cassettes happen, people.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I mean,
And
that's cool. Let them do it if they want to do
yep,
cassettes. I'm going to be a curmudgeon.
yep. And there is the Doors Live. We do have a
There
Doors
is a
Live.
Doors
It
Live.
is,
That's an
yes.
obligatory, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. They got to be running out of concerts, aren't they? I mean,
Live in
wow.
Copenhagen on clear vinyl, 5300 exclusive release. The Doors. Did you miss the Devo, or do you want to go back to that? Or
Oh, yeah. I saw the Devo. You can go back to that. That's
the
fine.
Doors Copenhagen is $60 suggested retail price. That one's up there.
Yeah.
The Devo, that's interesting. It's a Christmas picture disc, 12-inch from Devo. Marry Something to You. 4 versions of that song, which I am unfamiliar with. Devo's only holiday song with artwork of the Santa Cyclops drawn by Mark Mothersbaugh from the original 2009 Marry Something to You music video.
Yeah. All right.
4,000 of those being made. $25 for a 12-inch single picture disc from Devo. And it's a holiday one. I'm not too certain that holiday discs, I mean, some folks may dig them if you're a big Devo fan.
Yeah. I guess yeah, you'd have to be. Yeah, Bob Dylan has a couple out there. Billie Eilish has
Yep.
something.
Let's go with the
Danny
Dylan.
Elfman's, yeah, Danny Elfman, Big Top Pee Wee
Ooh,
Adventure too.
there you go. The original Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. What that means, this is the first ever release of the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan as it was originally conceived, including 4
Ah,
tracks that were withdrawn before the album came out. So I'm trying to remember from the the Dylan biopic. I think they covered that as far as what was on that album and why. So maybe this is kind of connected to that revival of the early Dylan stuff. Could very well be. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that one. But that one is coming in. Oh, it's a 7-inch single, Steve.
oh, okay.
Wait, no, there is a 7-inch single. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
The
yeah, it's
LP.
above. That's Masters of War.
Yep. Okay, I did. The original Freewheelin' Bob Dylan is $24. Not too bad. And I did miss the 7-inch single right above that. I don't see it here with this on this list. So okay, we'll have to figure out where that one is, but I don't see it in the
No.
list right here. Let me kick in Dylan just straight up. Let's see, Jericho, Rolling Thunder. Yeah, it's not showing up in there. I wonder what's up with that. We will have to double check it because I don't see it on the Record Store Day list right at the moment. Okay, Billie Eilish. That's probably going to be a good one. It's a live Billie Eilish.
It's only a
Danny Elfman.
10-inch EP. How short a
10-inch.
concert was that?
It's a short one. Holy cow! It looks like the Billie Eilish. There's going to be 20,000 of them, and it's going to be a Record Store Day first.
Oh, okay.
20,000 first, and $25 for a 10-inch EP of live stuff.
Wow.
Wow, indeed, wow. Yeah, the Big Top Pee Wee. Danny Elfman's done some cool soundtracks.
Picture disc. Picture disc.
Is it a picture disc?
Yes, it
Looks
is.
like it. Yes, it is. That one is $27 by the looks of it.
I
Fun
didn't
stuff.
like the soundtrack of Big Top as much as the first one. The first Pee Wee had the best soundtrack.
Yes. Let's see. English Beat at the BBC looks kind of cool. Flaming Lips. Yoshimi battles the Pink Robots live in 2024.
You jumped over Bill Evans. There's
I
always a
jumped
Bill
right
Evans.
over
And
Bill
once
Evans. I'm
again,
sorry.
Bill
There it is.
Evans has another live because there are 1 trillion Bill Evans live concerts out there.
So many of those performances out there, aren't there? 4,000 of the Bill Evans. Let's see here. Portraits. $30 looks like that one is going to be the list price there. That's an RSD exclusive also.
Yeah, and once they do all the concerts, then they can come back do them as picture discs.
They could. That's the way to keep milking, right?
Yep.
Fleetwood Mac live in live in 1975 captures the band's first tour with the legendary lineup of Nicks Buckingham, Fleetwood, McVie, and McVie. Recorded 50 years ago at the Capitol Theater, 1975. So a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
5,000 Record Store Day exclusive on clear vinyl. That Fleetwood Mac looks like, Steve, it's coming in at $35.
Wow, that's big head Todd. I don't know what's the deal with a single LP for 37.
don't
Everyone else
don't
here, I'm
know.
I'm I'm having a hard time with that one, Jim. I want it, and then it's like jacked up.
That's going on. I'm on to let's see. I have no idea what Fred again is. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's again, it's more of an electronic type thing. He has out these are his first three albums he put out, I think 2020, 2021, 2022. There's, some singing and rap. It's really different.
Okay.
It wasn't nauseous. It was just something different. But yeah, I don't need it.
I think another big one, Ghost, is usually a good get. Folks like that. It's kind of a more modern incarnation of Cooper, if you'd like. Very
Yep.
theatrical.
And picture disc.
This
Picture
is a
disc.
picture disc, also. Holy cow! Another
Yep.
picture disc. Glad we did our
Yes.
picture disc episode.
Yep.
The Fred agains, by the way. Holy cow! Those are coming in at like $50 a piece. That's the
Oh,
that is the skeleton picture disc from Ghost. $30. Yeah, $50 a piece on those Fred again.
all right. This is an interesting one here for you to pull up. Vince Guaraldi Trio, a Charlie Brown Christmas. I believe it's a pop-up. It's a pop-up folder.
This is
I mean,
reissued 6 ways to Sunday every year. A different color vinyl. So this special
there's
edition of the Vince Guaraldi Christmas has got a special pop-up gatefold sleeve to celebrate the 75th anniversary of Peanuts and the 60th anniversary of the iconic TV special.
And right now, there's a bunch of people huddled around this conference table, and they're going, okay, next year, what can we do with this cover? What can we make? So, I mean, if you collect, if that's just your favorite album, you got to have a large collection by now, because every record store day for Black Friday seems to be another rendition.
Yep. Hang on, I've got to find a price on this one. Vince Guaraldi Trio looks like that's coming in at $46 suggested list price, Steve.
Wow. It's not that long of an album.
No,
Right.
but
How
the
about
pop-up is, let's see what it says in here. The pop-up. Oops, I went backwards on it. There it is. The pop-up is, what does it say? The scene of Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and the gang singing around a Christmas tree from the holiday special. So I would imagine that it's the cover and that tree pops up with them all in there.
Yep. Oh, okay. Now, George Harrison, Living in the Material World, Zoetrope.
Okay,
I mean,
let me call this
I
one
mean,
up.
here we go. Once again, how can we do this album again? Thank God Zoetrope's come around, because this is going to give. Cure's going to do it. You just know Cure's got to jump on that.
Oh, they're going to, yeah. Zoetrope picture disc, the animated, which is this cover lends itself to it. 7600 RSD exclusive. The George Harrison looks like $37 on that one.
Okay.
John Lee Hooker, at least we got some blues coming through here. The Chill Out 30th anniversary. Straight up, 1,500 of those exclusive. That's going to be a tricky one to get because the numbers are a little lower. $30 on that. Let's see here. Anything else nearby?
Oh my God, Icona Pop, I love it. Is the 12-inch EP? They're bringing that back out, featuring Charlie X. Remember that song? I love it. I drove my car into a bridge. I love it. I mean, it's like, oh my.
I'm drawing a blank, which is not good for me, Steve. 4,400 RSD exclusive. Oh, you know what? I do remember. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. Yep. All right. Great.
Let me see if I can find a price for you on that. $22 for that one.
Don't worry about it.
I do.
Don't
I think I kind of blocked that out. Sorry, Steve.
Oh,
Repressed
Lordy.
memories.
Yeah.
A Jazz Sabbath. These guys are cool.
Yeah,
So
there
live.
it is.
It's a Jazz Sabbath live. Looks like they I have seen, there's lots of YouTube videos of Jazz Sabbath playing live out there, and they are a tight live act. So this may be very cool. The Jazz Sabbath one, that might be a fun one if we get extra copies.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz. Why can't I find it? Let me find it here. Jazz Sabbath, $41 is the looks on
Okay.
that one. Okay, what else is floating your boat here, sir?
What? Hey, on the Bob Jorma, isn't he this big? Isn't that guy popular? It's like, isn't
Jorma
he
Kokkonen.
popular? Oh my God! Yeah.
Jorma Kokkonen. Yeah, he spent
Thanks.
time
Thanks
in
for
the
saying the
Jefferson.
last name.
Yep, Star Airplane rather. Oh, now we're coming up on time, but I see one here that I didn't catch first time around. The Tick. I am going to need this, Steve. The Tick soundtrack. It's the animated
Oh,
Tick for the first ever release of the soundtrack for the cult classic animated TV show The Tick. Aired for 3 seasons on Fox in 94 through 96. This is the opening theme song, a typical episode. I love The Tick, Steve. I can quote
okay.
stuff. Spoon. We'll go from there. What is the cost on that? I have to find out now. The Tick. Wow, $40 for that, the first ever release. And that one is an RSD exclusive of just 2000, so my hopes have been dashed.
Oh man.
Let's see. Let's cruise through here. Marcus King, there's a King Gizzard, another live one. They
Yep.
put out 5 live albums a month, I think, don't they?
Die cut EP though. It's an EP, another live EP. How do you make a live EP?
Short and sweet is what it's called
Yeah.
in through there. Let's see.
Led Zeppelin has a 7-inch.
Yep, Trampled Underfoot, a 7-inch special limited edition, and Black Country Woman. It's a reproduction of the original UK 7-inch. Let me get a price for you on that. If you're curious, looks like that one is coming in at $20 for a 7-inch.
Wow.
RSD exclusive, but there's 6,100 of them, so that should not be too difficult to land.
Yeah. And you see, Love has their complete electric albums, a 5 LP box set.
The
of
Electra,
Love.
yeah, the Electra albums.
Yeah.
Love's always a fun. Finding those originally is tough to do. These are Rhino reissues. $100 is what's we're coming in fairly decent for the box set of that size.
Yeah. That is
cool stuff. If you ever find the OGs, though, that's where you really kind of have fun with it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Matchbox 20 Mad Season Live. That's a cool album, but the live version of that, 3,500 exclusive. Not too bad. I think Kim may like one of those. Let's see. Cruising on further we go. Joni Mitchell, Motley Crue 12-inch single, Steve.
Yeah, so that it's 12-inch. Oh, it's a picture disc. Motley Crue picture disc.
Picture disc, a 12-inch single.
Yeah.
Home Sweet Home featuring Dolly Parton.
Oh.
The original Dolly Parton Home Sweet Home 90 slide live demo and an instrumental of Home Sweet Home. Do we need to know?
Well,
prices?
hold on. I think you well, no. But you did pass, and I'm a little shocked on this. Olivia Newton-John Xanadu live and remix.
Didn't pass that. That's also a 7-inch.
Wait, it's a 7-inch. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh,
The Motley Crue, by the way, is $30.
okay.
Olivia Newton-John's 7-inch is $24 for that one.
Wow.
And it's an RSD first. It is an RSD first, so yikes.
24 for a 7-inch.
Now, Steve, if you accuse me of that, you passed up Nico live at the Reims Cathedral in '74. Not a fan of Nico.
No.
$30 on Nico. That's RSD exclusive 2000. It's going to be really limited.
So here was one I was listening to, but it's 3 LP Pelican. It's a 3 LP set. It's an instrumental metal band. It sounded really good.
Really?
And yeah, so it looks like it's 2 of their albums that are being put on here, but it did. It's noise rock, metal. Yeah, I like this. What I heard.
Okay, 1,600, and it's an RSD exclusive. It is going to be a tougher one to get. Not impossible, but tougher. And for a 3 LP, Steve, that's coming in at $36. That's not bad.
Wow. Yeah.
Take you back to your big head Todd argument.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no kidding. There we go. Once again, Big Head Todd, because they're so popular.
Yep.
Hmm.
Let's see a couple of different live Tom Petty's anthology, and let's see here, Al Martree. The Ramones live at CBGB in 1977. We talked about those guys. Oh, and we missed the Prince.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Prince and
say,
the
you
Revolution.
missed the Prince. Look at that. A 5 7-inch box set. So 545s.
Wow.
So
The
let's repackage
Prince.
it one more time.
Yep. The Prince and the Revolution Around the World in a Day, 7-inch box set. Oh, goodness. $104 suggested list price for the Prince box set of 7-inch singles.
How many?
1,985 of them. That's going to be
Jeez.
another one to watch because it's tremendously limited for what it is, and it's
Yeah.
expensive. So
And there's a ton of huge Prince fans that are going to
yes,
want that. But 5 7-inch for over $100.
yep.
Wow. But I guess Xanadu was a 7-inch, and that goes for $24 for one. So is that really that expensive? Probably not.
In the grand
Let,
scheme.
let's justify it. Okay.
So yeah, the Ramones live at CBGB's could be fun. Let's see, Rats, Invasion of Your Privacy, Picture Disc EP, 3 tracks
There's a lot
from
of
Rat.
that, isn't there?
What's that?
Isn't there's a lot of these EP picture discs.
There are.
There's
It
just a
seems
lot of
like
picture discs.
$30 is the suggested
Right.
price on that one.
Now here's an album that you never see. I this is kind of exciting because you never find it in stores. It's very rare. Seals and Crofts' greatest hits.
Yeah. Yes. This languishes. There's no picture of it. Languishes in
Oh,
the dollar bins. 3,000 of them RSD exclusive. I wonder if there's anything special about it that we're not seeing on here.
new artwork.
There's no info on it. There's the Rolling Stones we need to go to as well. Seals
Yeah.
and Croft celebrate the 50th anniversary double platinum greatest hits. A must have. I don't see anything super special. Oh no, here it is. The special anniversary edition features 2 standout bonus tracks. Get Closer, their highest streaming songs, and Sweet Green Fields, famously sampled in Busta Rhymes' platinum hit "Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See," as well as
Okay.
Beyonce's "Model Forever."
All right.
Seals and Croft, $25. I'm sorry, on there.
Okay.
The Chapel Roan. This is going to be another one to watch, I think, Steve. We bypassed that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 7-inch from Chapel Roan. We've had some of those before, and they have been big sellers at the store. This one, I think, is going to be no different, but there are 30,000 of these being pressed.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
So
You don't have to stay out there all night, folks.
no, don't get in line for Chapel Roan, please.
Right.
Rolling Stones, Satan. Oh, another Zoetrope
It's
picture disc.
Zoetrope. Can you believe that? There's more Zoetropes. Wow. It's the thing.
It is the current thing. $33 on the Rolling Stones Zoetrope. Yeah,
Wow.
just the thing is, when you play it forward, it's got a neat animation, but if you spin it backwards, you summon the devil.
Yes.
So
I still
careful.
can't get it to work worth crap. I'm still looking at my Zoetrope. Where's it at? Why can't I see this?
It's like the magic eye things. You got to be just right to see it, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have here. Soul Coughing, Ruby Vroom remixes. Ruby Vroom's a cool album. I don't think we needed remixes, but that's cool regardless.
Oh, what's the one below that?
Sunvolt. Oh, Slow Burn?
No. Right below
Spinal
Soul
Tap.
Coughing.
The
Yeah,
end
there you go.
continues. They should have told us this ahead of time. The Black Friday exclusive version of Spinal Tap, The End Continues, includes 3 RSD exclusive tracks, new artworks, and a limited edition poster. So there you go. Spinal Tap cashing in 2,000 of these RSD exclusive after everybody's already bought the soundtrack, right?
Just what the movie's all about.
Yes, $30 on that. Yes, cashing in.
Oh my God. The Stranglers are putting out their first one, Radis Norvicus,
Yep.
which is a great album. I mean, to me, I love that Stranglers album.
UK punk band, 2,400 of these RSD exclusive. That's going to be a tough get. $25 on that one, and it is an RSD exclusive, so it's not coming back.
Yeah, I got an original. I probably don't need it, but I have to listen to see how good it sounds. Okay.
Now let's see. Did I skip a page? I think I think we're good here. I'm trying to catch
Yeah,
up.
we're
Where I
good.
am.
It's only 4.
Talking
Sugar
Heads.
has the Copper Blue. Yeah, Talking Heads. I saw that.
Yeah.
Tentative Decisions, Demos, and Live.
Yeah. Now the Copper Blue, great songs, but this is a 4 12-inch EP set.
Oh, God.
And it's coming in at $76.
Oh, man.
Mr. Mold.
It's just, we just keep finding a way to repackage, don't we?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the Talking Heads.
Yeah, what's that about?
Tentative Decisions, demos, and live stuff from Rhino.
It was the really early works. It was the beginning of Talking Heads, I believe.
7,500 of those, Steve. It's got demo versions of Psycho Killer. Let's see. Wish You Wouldn't. Love Goes to a Building on Fire. Happy Day. More Psycho Killer versions on there as well. Let's see. That one coming in about $35.
That would probably be, this would be before Jerry Harrison joined the group. When they were doing those early demos, Harrison wasn't part of the group yet. So it could be interesting. It'd be more of a 3-piece.
7,500 of those RSD exclusive. So it should not be too difficult to get that one.
All right.
All right.
Down on various artists, there's one, What's the World Coming to? Garage Rock, Sun Records, Zoetrope.
Zoetrope. Let's see. Not Flowers. Where am I looking? Punk Goes Acoustic, Rent, Rock the Plaza. There it is. What's the World Coming to? Rock. Let's see. Sun Records moved to Nashville in '69. The legendary label got hip to the new era. The foundational tracks from Memphis were merged with the late 60s psychedelic sounds of Shelby Singleton's eclectic catalog. The Gentrys, the Jesters, Randy and the Radiants from Memphis joined groovy gems from bands like Lazarus, Berkeley Kites, Free Reign, and more. Curated with the collector in mind, era favorites like the United Notions are paired with never-before-released tracks from unheard bands like the Deltas, pressed on Zoetrope vinyl with a far-out moving graphic on there as well.
Moving graphic.
Garage Rock. Let's see here if I can find you a price on that one. $35.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Wicked.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Yep. Wicked for Good, the soundtrack, Jim. It's in various artists with the newest Wicked one, exclusive.
It's a picture disc.
Yes.
Double LP picture disc.
Remember how the last one went?
It did. That's $60 on this one. The Wicked, that was so limited. We are not going to have that problem this time, Steve. 15,000 of these are being pressed.
Okay. Again, you don't have to wait in line, folks.
Don't wait in line for Wicked this year. Yeah, 15,000.
Wow.
I think we should be okay, but it is an exclusive, so you never know.
Okay. Okay. In various artists, Metal Machine Music, Power to Consume. What the heck?
Inspired by Lou Reed's groundbreaking 1975 noise opus Metal Machine Music, this collection assembles a formidable lineup of sonic provocateurs. Let's see here. To explore the outer edges of distortion, feedback, and raw electronic texture. Each artist channels the spirit of Reed's original manifesto of anti-music, pushing their own boundaries through modular synthesis, tape manipulation, harsh noise, and industrial decay. The result is a visceral, immersive experience that celebrates chaos, confronts structure, and redefines what music can be. So this, I think, is a modern artist retelling of Lou Reed's Metal Machine Music. We needed this.
Just because we need it. Yes. They put Metal Machine Music on the last record store day. Maybe it sold well and they go, let's do this.
$29 on the Metal Machine Music. 2,100 of those RSD exclusive.
Okay.
Let's see here. We're live at Wembley from Van Halen. 6,000 of those. That could be pretty fun. Let's see here. 1995. So Explosive recorded in 95 on translucent orange crush vinyl, the band's biggest hits. So cool there. Voivod, did you catch that?
I see
Lost
that.
Machine.
Yeah.
Interesting
My.
stuff. 900 of those being pressed, RSD exclusive. That could be a sleeper, Steve. The Voivod looks like
Hmm.
it's coming in at $45. Nope. I'm
Okay.
sorry. No, $45 on that. Did I tell you what the Lou Reed cost or not?
Yeah, 29 bucks.
$29. Okay. Yep. The Voivod could be a sleeper hit to watch. Just keep an eye on that one. Wilco, Jeff Tweedy, and Daniel Johnston, DBPM 15. That could be. Okay, I got to talk on these real quick, Steve. Let's see
Hmm.
here. Morgan Wade and Vivod. There are two Wicked Crosley turntables in here, RSD exclusives. These are not the 3-inch turntables. These are the Crosley suitcase model turntables with a Wicked logo on them.
Ooh.
2,500.
And they're well worth putting your very best records on to
Yes.
hear them.
Be careful with that. There's a pink and a green one. That's a toughie because those do not come from the regular distributors, as I recall. But we'll have to see.
Yeah. I'm not seeing it, but I was sure I saw a T-shirt in here.
Really?
Honest to God, I was positive. I can't remember where it was at, but I thought it said a T-shirt.
I will look for that in just a second. Let me touch on this one. A couple of episodes back, we did our sealed records to seal or
Yep.
unseal. I
Uh-huh.
mentioned this one from Jeremy Zuckerman, Avatar, The Last Airbender, that I was holding on to complete a
Yeah.
set, and now they're releasing it as a Zoetrope picture disc, I believe.
Zoetrope is taking over.
Well, let's see here. Let me read for sure. Long-awaited score. Our original artwork created. No, a hollow. Let's see. Nope, it's a double LP pressed on blue vinyl gatefold jacket with a holographic lenticular cover. So no Zoetrope picture disc, but this absolutely undercuts my need to hold on to sealed Avatar records. Darn it. So you said you saw a T-shirt. Let me look for that.
I
real
thought I maybe. Oh, here, live anthology art. What is? Okay,
Album
yeah, there
art
it is.
tee.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers live
There it is.
anthology album art T-shirt. It's a
It is a
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Well, let's expand.
Okay, there's 800 of those, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
So what do they get for a T-shirt? Let me look that up
Yeah.
real quick and we'll wrap ourselves up here. Let's see the live anthology. I don't see the price of the T-shirt in my list, so I
Okay.
don't know if that's something that we can get a hold of. Limited
that
run,
sells
regional
well-
focus, 800 of them.
If that sells well, be ready for the big next besides Zoetrope that everyone's going to be doing T-shirts.
Start
We'll
kicking
see.
in the T-shirts.
Yep.
Well, what do you think, Steve, overall?
There's a few, but I'm a bit disappointed with Big Head Todd. $37. Come on, man. As always, I think the more you dig into it and kind of look at this, there wasn't anything that had me going to run out the door screaming that, oh my God, when's this day coming? Like Christmas. But there's always some interesting stuff. I was surprised though about the number of 7-inch singles.
Yep.
The
Box
and
set.
just yep.
The box
The-
set
the
12.
Yeah, how just the repackaging, and that's what now it's kind of how do we get people? This is really popular. What do we need to do? And
Reel
for
'em
the
in.
collectors,
Yep.
Yeah.
Originally I was like, not too much. The Dead Milkman one is intriguing because I am a Dead Milkman fan. I've got
Mhm.
the original of that. It's a cool album, but I think that's going to be a tough get. But I'm pacified by knowing that I'm going to do my best to get a Tick soundtrack now.
yeah, there we go. All right.
And I'll be
Good.
quoting the Tick all Black Friday until
Yeah.
everybody here at the store is sick of me.
Uh,
Well,
Yep.
folks, let us know what you think. Steve and I went a little bit long, but I think it's due when we're dissecting a list as fun as the Record Store Day Black Friday list tends to be. But
Yeah.
please feel free to chime in the comments. Let us know what you're looking for. Is there stuff you're excited about? Is there stuff you're scratching your head about like we are here? But, regardless, Steve, it's a fun event all the way around.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's something we look forward for. So no matter what we say, if we like it or we don't like it, we make fun of it. Guess what, folks? If you like it, that's all that's important.
Yep.
Get it.
You guys can do that and enjoy it and get out and support your local independent record stores and not those big box stores with a red logo. Sorry, went there again. So I'm trying to end on a positive note, Steve. Let's look forward to the RSD Black Friday. So onward, right?
Yeah, and next time you go to Target, they'll kick you out of that too. Now, so no wedding for Taylor. Now you don't get a sharp top. Now you don't get a shop Target. You're just blackballing yourself all over.
I'm going to quote, "Oh brother, we're out there. Am I banned from just this Target or all of them in general?"
Yeah.
Right. Well, you folks have a great week, and here's to looking forward to a great Record Store Day, Black Friday. As always, Steve, enjoyable chatting about this with you. So until next time, my name is Jim, and I own a record store, and it's a fun time to do so.
And I'm Steve, and I'm a record collector, and it's always fun.
There we go. Have a great one, Steve. We'll talk to you next time.
You too, Jim. Bye, everyone.